I freaking love One Piece, and I've been reading One Piece since I was in middle school. Back then, I used to check out the books from the local library for free, but now that I'm an adult with a job, I'm able to afford pretty much every copy of the manga. And since the series is almost coming to an end, I just wanted to give my thoughts on some of the more niche aspects of One Piece. Just like The Simpsons, One Piece has so many characters in it, and one of the characters that's been on my mind lately is Mr. Five. It's hard to describe why this character always fascinated me because he has a very overpowered devil fruit, and not many people really talk about it, which makes sense because Mr. Five himself isn't really that much of a developed character, and he's not even really that strong in the grand scheme of the One Piece universe. However, I think in a much more competent person's hands, Mr. Five's devil fruit power could just be straight up broken. Mr. Five basically ate the devil fruit called the Boom Boom fruit, which makes him a literal dynamite human being. One of his coolest attacks, in my opinion, is when he punches this one woman with a dynamite induced arm. Like, he literally blows up her face and one shots her. Mr. Five can also just pick his boogers and literally just flick his boogers to cause an explosion thanks to his devil fruit power. I mean, think about it. This man is a living, walking, talking bomb. He can pretty much just casually cause a big explosion. And, it always fascinated me that, there's so many overpowered devil fruit abilities and nobody really talks about this one. Apparently, he can also blow himself up and actually survive the explosion thanks to his power. His freaking kicks can cause explosions. One last thing I want to talk about with Mr. Five is that he has this really cool gun that he got from the South Blue, and he uses his devil fruit to basically infuse the chamber with explosive shells, I guess, or something like that. It doesn't matter, but basically, the man is literally just shooting bombs that explode upon impact. It is so freaking cool. Like, I swear, in a much more competent warrior or fighter or whatever, Mr. Fives' Devil Fruit would have been really spectacular. I mean, I think the execution as a whole, though, was actually pretty well done. I mean, he was one of the earlier One Piece villains. I mean, this is all the way back in Volume 14, which came out in the early 2000s. Nowadays, the series, at least in the USA, actually, no, the USA isn't that far away from One Piece volume wise. I mean, One Piece in Japan, there's 111 volumes, and One Piece in the USA, there's 109 volumes, and 110 is on its way. I I'm glad this series has come a long way.